Alrighty, this is a Q&A for 500,000 subscribers. That's crazy. Okay, first question. What is your dream for YouTube? How many subscribers is your goal? What will you do after YouTube? Which YouTubers gives you the most nostalgia? I'll take the bottom one first. Ethos Lab. That's pretty easy. What will I do after YouTube? Honestly, I don't know. Is there an after YouTube? I don't have any reason to quit, and I don't really believe in retirement, at least for YouTube. Retirement is good for a lot of people, but me, I don't know, retirement just doesn't even make that much sense. And then what is your dream for YouTube, i.e., or I guess in quotations, how many subscribers is your goal? There's only been one time in my life where I've had a subscriber goal, and that was 1 million subscribers, and I didn't even have that goal for that long. I had the goal of 1 million subscribers a week before I got it. That's when I got the idea to have a goal to get 1 million subscribers, a week before I had it. Or maybe not a week, it was a month before, because I was racing Parrot to 1 million, and whoever lost had to eat a ghost pepper. So that's the only time I've actually had a goal. Next question, what is your overall goal with YouTube? To live happy and healthy and to leave a good impact on people who make my videos, as cheesy as it sounds. I think obviously there's a ton of reach potential with these YouTube videos. I just hope that I'm leaving a good impression or sharing good life advice or just a positive way to look at life. And yeah. What is your current anime status? What have you watched? What are you watching? I have not watched anime since I stopped learning Japanese 6 months ago. That was the only time I watched anime was to try and learn Japanese, and then I stopped learning Japanese, and I haven't watched anime since. So sorry to all the anime fans. What's a book, movie, or piece of art that has had a big impact on you? Ooh, wait, it was on my desk a second ago. This is a book I'm reading right now. I think it's just really freaking awesome, and it's I think it sums up a lot of thoughts I have about how to live a good, a healthier life. The book is called Outlived, The Science and Art of Longevity by Peter Attia. I think he has a lot of good takes, and I agree with a lot of it, and I think if everybody implemented a lot of these things, the world would be a little bit better. It's not the panacea, cure-all book to be freaking awesome in life, but I think it has a lot of good points, and I've just really enjoyed reading it. So that's what I'll say. What's a lesson you've learned recently? This lesson isn't super recent, but it's the first thing that comes to mind. Not everybody needs to like me, and I don't need everybody to be my friend. I'm very much a people pleaser when it comes to life and interacting with others. But at some point, I'm not going to get into the details of who it is because I feel that could be kind of rude. But I just was talking to somebody in a adjacent community, and I respected and thought that everything they were doing was cool, and I'm oh, this is somebody that I could become friends with. And then I was I already got I got enough friends. I don't need to be friends with this person. I don't need to put effort out there for them to like me. If we brush up and talk, I'm gonna be kind, respectful, awesome, just talk to them, that's cool. But I don't need everybody to like me, and that's totally chill. What's a moment you're most proud of? Okay, this isn't the moment I'm most proud of, but it's the first one that comes to mind. When I was going on my trip last week, I missed my flight. It was a trip I was really excited about to go watch the Minecraft movie with 20 of my friends. IRL, because we never meet up in person. So I was super excited about it, and I totally missed the flight. It was 100% my fault. I just didn't know a couple of things. I'll probably make a commentary video about that in general. But I was very proud with the way that I reacted. I didn't blow up. I wasn't mean to the workers there. He was yeah, you just missed your flight. And I was is there anything I can do? I questioned it. I tried to figure something out, but they were just yeah, you can't do anything. And I was very proud that I was I feel I was just a good customer. I was a good human being to that person. I wasn't in distress. I was just very surprised with myself that I was oh, I was really excited about this, but it's chill. I get to go down the next day. I got another flight. I missed the Minecraft movie. We rented out a theater, so I just missed that. But I just watched it on my own, and I talked about it with my dad on the way home. That was a conversation. So I was just proud of how I reacted then, because I think how you react to things in life is just, I don't know, it's what life is about. Do you see yourself beating the Minecraft world record speedrun? No, but with a caveat. I've definitely thought to myself, what would it be like to break the world record? Could I do that? And yeah, there's a chance. I'm way lower than a lot of people, but I definitely, it's weird. It's just so luck-based. I'm not gonna break the world record. I could, I think. I have confidence in myself, but At the end of the day, I think it's just so ridiculous to think that I could break the world record when I don't even have like a sub 9 speedrun on RSG. Like my rank PB is 8:05. That's good. But in RSG, I just don't even have that. So it doesn't even feel like I can entertain that idea. Even though Drip did have a very similar PB to me before he got the world record. So that's kind of interesting. Don't get your hopes up. I'm not going to break the world record. What's your favorite anime? Sorry, I already went over this. Who's your favorite Lifesteal member / other YouTuber you've collabed with? I'm just gonna kind of like ignore this question because I don't want to pick favorites, because I think by nature that's like some people aren't as cool as other people, and I just don't think that's a good way to approach life. So yeah, sorry. Do you fail on March Madness bracket, and if so, how'd you do? I did not. How do you come up with all your video ideas? I don't know. It's just like life in general. I don't go into like a closet and just like think for 10 hours straight, and then I'm like, ooh, I have a banger viral video idea. I take YouTube very like chillax these days. In a lot of sense, I feel like I'm like retired from YouTube just because like I don't try hard at. But they just sort of come from anywhere and everywhere. If you were to completely start speedrunning again from scratch, how would you do it? What skills would you develop first? I would play a lot of ranked. I would watch a lot of top runners, and I would be like super religious about like studying myself and improving. I don't really know. Honestly, I feel like the way I did it was like pretty fun. Just like make sure you're having fun doing it. You know, that's the point at the end of the day. So what's your opinion on the Minecraft movie, and have you watched it? I'm just gonna kind of skip this question. I might talk about it in another commentary video. What's your favorite redstone contraption you've built? Favorite redstone fact / quirk? Favorite thing I've built is when I built a 3x3 piston door on my own without any help. The wiring was everywhere. It was spaghetti. It was awful. It took hours, but I did it myself, and it felt really cool. Also, building the calculator was pretty cool, but that was like, it was like different. That the 3x3 was like a very peak quick emotion. The calculator was like a whole massive journey. Honestly, I haven't thought about it in a while. But the calculator was also really cool. I should probably say the calculator, but the 3x3 piston door memory, like the first one that I made, that did come up first, so I guess I'll say that. Have you ever tried Hypixel Skyblock? No, I think I've logged on like once to give somebody something with like my YouTube ring. I do kind of want to try it out though. I think that'd be a fun video. Favorite Minecraft mob? I don't have one. Are you planning to get a wife and have kids in the future? Whoa, that's kind of like out of left field. Do I even want to talk about this? Yes, I want a wife. I think that would be cool to have a relationship for, I don't know, like marriage. I want that. Having kids is really interesting because I never really gave it thought until recently. And I never realized that it was like sort of an assumption I had about life. That like, yeah, of course I'm going to have kids. It's what you grow up around. It's what you breathe. I like a quote that says something like, you question all of your beliefs except those you truly believe. And having kids as part of my life plan, it felt like one of those things. And I don't know. I think I would be a good dad, but I don't know. I feel like the default answer should be no. I feel like you decide to have kids rather than decide not to have kids. And for me, I think I always just said like, yeah, of course I'm going to have kids. But I think you can totally live a good life without kids. And yeah, I've just never really thought about it a whole ton until recently. And that's all I'll say on the matter. If you could start any martial arts, what would it be and why? I don't know, probably like jujitsu. That like seems cool. What's the best thing you've ever done in your opinion? Whoa. Probably starting this YouTube channel. I just feel like it's the biggest positive impact I can like have on like the universe and humanity. Like it's just the biggest lever by nature of how many people watch them. So it would probably have to do that. Be that. Why'd you start your YouTube career? Because I'd always wanted to be a YouTuber, and COVID happened, and so I had a lot of time, and I was like, frick, bro, I'm just gonna send it. What's your favorite kind of videos to make? Honestly, probably these commentary videos. I think I might even like this channel more than the Rack Rap 2. I'm sorry. Even though the other one's bigger, it's just, I get a lot of fulfillment out of this. And I guess in some part, I'm like worried I just have a big ego and like talking, but I think it's cool. I think these commentary videos are really cool. Was this where you started your channel going when you started? Not in super detail, but I did always fantasize. I remember mowing not mowing my lawn, but I remember mowing lawns. It was like one of my first jobs, and I just started YouTube too. I remember mowing lawns and thinking, man, what it would be like to be a popular Minecraft YouTuber like Ethos Lab or those Hermitcraft people. Like, that would be crazy. And I remember fantasizing about that a lot. And I did have this belief in the back of my head that I was going to make it. But whenever I spoke out loud, I would say, nah, I'm not going to make it. Because, like, obviously, like, the facts just don't lie. Like, the odds of me making it as a YouTuber, so low. But I did always believe that I would make it. How do you balance Minecraft in a personal life? I don't know. I make sure I'm doing all the basic stuff like eating well, sleeping well, exercising well, having good relationships, good mental health, And then like everything else just like kind of like falls into place after that. I don't know. Why/what made you want to be a Minecraft YouTuber? Just watching Minecraft growing up, like Etho's Lab, his videos, probably the main thing. And then when I started doing it, just like my art side of my brain. I'd done a lot of art growing up, and it's a very creative thing, and I really like it, and it's very autonomous. Like I don't have to like work for anybody, and I get to make all the decisions and just do it at my own pace, and I really like all that. Being a YouTuber is freaking sick. What do you plan on improving on / what have you improved on in speedrunning recently? I'm gonna try to VOD review more. I always need to like lock in my zeros, but I've been practicing strongholds a lot more, and I just really need to iron everything out if I want to have a chance at completing last chance qualifiers. Great job, Brick Rat Parker in reverse. Honestly, you deserve it. Go to YouTuber. Why, thank you. BNX Shadow, I appreciate it. How are you able to play Minecraft so much without getting bored? I think a lot of people have this expectation when they watch Minecraft videos, especially 100 Days stuff or on servers, where they see these people playing in the same world for years with all these crazy cool building stuff, and they're always making new and cool things, and then they look, and then everybody looks at themselves and they're like, oh, I don't have that. How do people do that without getting bored? Number one, like those lives are just so different. Like doing YouTube definitely helps. But also, I play Minecraft in a very different way. Like I load a world, I beat Minecraft, and then I close it, and then I load a new world. And I've just found something that I really like and a community that I really like, and so that helps, and that's kind of how I play without getting bored. Will you return in any Unstable Universe video again? Yeah, probably, if Parrot asks me. I'm like down. Probably not in any crazy capacity, and I know he has like an idea in his head of how like the season and the series will go, and I don't know how I fit into that, honestly. I don't know. What video is the most fun to make? Is there going to be a collab with any big content creators? No, I don't really think so. Although I do need to DM somebody. Holy. How do you make every upload interesting? Well, first, thank you for assuming that all of my uploads are interesting. I try pretty hard. And I'm not going to be able to say like a sentence that is like, oh, that's like the secret to like how you make every upload entertaining. Because, I mean, interesting. Because obviously, like, it's only interesting to certain people. My grandma doesn't think mining melons is very interesting. But one thing that comes to mind is I think if you can really get people to understand your position and why you're doing something and why you care about something, that makes it a lot more interesting because people care about people. And so if you can get the people watching to understand who you are and what you want, and you find it interesting, then they'll find it interesting. And if they don't, then they won't watch it, and YouTube will probably find some other people that find it interesting. What YouTubers do you watch? I watch a fair amount of Minecraft. Pretty wide variety. I like self-development stuff. I'm just looking at my YouTube search history. I'll watch like a Dr. Mike video. I think that's pretty good. I watched a decent amount of fitness content. Oh, the Ludwig series, Tip to Tip. That was so good. It reminded me so much of Japan. I really like that series, so that's like a pretty good amount. I don't watch TikTok at all. What was your favorite part of high school or just school in general? Probably the people, man. I don't know. Humans are just such social creatures. Like, other people are just awesome. I think surround yourself by other cool people, and that's how you live a cool and awesome life. So, yeah, I think there was a lot of cool people in high school. Do you put pineapple on pizza? Like, yeah. I mean, it's not like the end-all, be-all, but yeah, I like pineapple on pizza. How many people you've met online have you met IRL so far? Probably 40 or 50. And who was the funniest interaction? I don't know. I don't think any of them have really been that funny. Yeah, I don't think so. Will you do another naked series? It's called Naked Enough. Wait. Oh my gosh, out of context, bro. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's in the works. I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be really cool. I mean, no guarantees yet, so like it could just not happen, but probably in the next 4 months it'll be out. How do you continue to be yourself even with fame? I think a really good way to humble yourself is to talk to people who don't know anything about Minecraft. Like there's so much more to life, bro. You can get so in your head of like, all I think about is YouTube and all I talk to are YouTubers and people in YouTube and speedrunning, all of that, and Minecraft is my life. But when I go to the airport, like, nobody freaking knows what Minecraft... Okay, there's, like, some people. But, like, the vast majority don't. Like, there's so much more to life in this planet. Like, I'm not, like, that famous in the grand scheme of things. So that helps quite a bit. And then, like, how do you be yourself with fame? I think stuff like this is really good just for practice. Just, like, I don't know, being myself, I guess. And then doing it for a long time, I've just naturally gotten more comfortable with it. And I don't have, like, any crazy insecurities. Like, I'm pretty confident as a person in myself right right now. I have like a lot of proof behind my back that I am who I say I am, and I like who I say I am, and I like who I am. So yeah. When you started speedrunning, did you think you'd become as invested in it as you are now? Not even by a long shot, no. Well, this is so many questions, it's overwhelming. Favorite way to eat potatoes? Probably sweet potatoes with ketchup. Favorite book? I don't know. Favorite song? Ooh, wait, I got one. I'll get one. A song that I've really liked recently is called Cheekbones by Arrows in Action. I don't know why. Kind of freaking vibing with it recently. Ever tried Rubik's Cube speedrunning? No, I mean, I've like solved a Rubik's Cube before and like learned how to do that, but like the basic thing. My fastest Rubik's Cube solve is probably like 30 or 40 seconds. Which feature you wish had never been added to Minecraft and why? I don't know about one that I never wish had been added, but I wish they didn't take away like magma ravines, the F3F keybind, like a bunch of like niche speedrunning stuff. Congrats on 500K. I wanted to tell you I appreciate you keeping your channel family friendly. You're so nice and fun to watch, so keep up the good work and congrats again. Dang, that's like so nice. Also, thanks for saying like I appreciate you being family friendly. Because I don't make a huge effort to be family friendly. It just kind of is who I am naturally. And I'm around people who swear, and like I'm comfortable with that, but I know a lot of people aren't, and I think there just isn't that much upside to like swearing and whatnot. I will swear to myself like in my head sometimes, like if I need to get through a hard workout or something really serious in life happens. But yeah, I think family friendly is just like cool. I don't know, it's just like being nice and chill. And yeah, I'm also just like, I don't know, not a very edgy person just in general, so it's like just true to me. So thank you. Wow, that was really nice. Ooh, what's your biggest dream? I don't know. One that I could say, I guess sort of right now, getting in like a really good relationship with somebody and like marrying somebody and like having that just be like awesome. So I guess like that's, I don't know, I don't really have any like crazy dreams. To be content and present in the moment and really happy, I guess. I don't know, doesn't everybody want to be that? So that feels like kind of a cop-out, but like what do I want to do in life? I want to keep doing what I'm doing and do it well, I guess. I don't know, I feel very content and happy with life, and I'm very grateful to be doing that. I guess maybe like get other people to feel that way as well. Oh man, this is tough. Ooh, wait, I can already tell I like this one. Do you ever feel like you overshare a little with your commentaries? Oh my gosh, I sat up in my chair to say this. Not in any offense, just more so curious how you manage sharing information publicly and how you make sure what you share is all right to be shared. Example, do you treat us as fans in specific, more parasocial way to share your life rather than with your actual friends? Oh my gosh, is this like an insecurity of mine? The first thing that comes to my mind is, I think this was my brother. Okay, I've had my brother and like an old friend say this to me. I feel like I learn more about your life from your commentary videos than like talking to you. And obviously like situations are different. Like with that old friend, like I don't really talk to him. But with my brother, like it's like, yeah, I mean like I'll talk about my life, but it is weird that like sometimes these commentary videos are just me talking about my life. And I've never really thought that I have overshared in commentary videos until recently when I started thinking about girls and relationships. I don't know if oversharing is a bad thing, like, because oversharing is it's just like being honest. I mean, obviously oversharing is like a bad thing. I'm not telling you like my social security number, but it is a really interesting question because like in the same sense, like there's so many hours of me that you can watch and learn so much of my opinions and my demeanor and how I act. I'm getting really self-conscious about it right now. Like there's gonna be, oh my gosh, there's gonna be thousands of people watching this. I don't ever treat it like that. When I speak, whenever I'm speaking, I'm never imagining I'm speaking to 1,000 people. In a lot of ways, I'm speaking to my future self as like a journal. You guys are like reading my journal and seeing my inner thoughts. That's what a lot of these commentary videos are. I mean, obviously like I talk about like speedrunning and stuff. But thoughts like this, it is kind of like that. But there's definitely times where I'm like, I'm not going to share that. And there's definitely a lot of stuff that I haven't shared that I've kind of wanted to share, but I don't think I will. Parasocial is just like a weird thing. I don't really think about it too much. It's going to be kind of weird when I do a meet and greet, maybe. Maybe that'll like really punch me in the face with it. Because when I do these commentary videos, I feel like I'm just talking to one person, and in a lot of ways that one person is like you, the person listening right now. Even though when I say you, it's a lot of people, it's just you? Which sounds kind of weird. Man, Parasocial is like weird. Parasocial is also a two-way street. Dang, this is like my favorite question so far. Thank you. Man, I kind of want more like that. I feel like there's so much more to be unpacked here and think, and like I feel like my opinions can change on it and like develop more. Favorite album and or of the mini-series one-off videos you've made, what's your favorite? Okay, favorite album, I'm gonna find it right now. Okay, it's called Bad Ideas by Tessa Violet. I mean, it's not like my favorite of all time, but it's like one that I like at the minute, so I'll just say that's my favorite right now. And the favorite series, I don't know. Yeah, that's my answer. I don't know. When's the next Lifesteal video? I don't know, man. At some point. I'm very much a part of Lifesteal these days, like for the friend group and the community, and it's not like a try-hard focus of YouTube for me. So like by nature, I don't post a lot, and like I'm like chill with that. And when I post a video, I think it's like cool and people like it. Most useful Minecraft item / block crafting table. Why did you decide to rejoin Lifesteal? Because I missed the friend group, and I think it's really cool the way Lifesteal kind of runs. Like not everybody is always super active all of the time, and so that made it easy to be like, I don't have to be like the most active person all of the time if I join Lifesteal. And we do make videos, and it's like cool, and yeah, I like the people. Like Lifesteal's pretty favorite miniseries you've done. Oh, this is another one. We'll say melons, sure. Where do you see your future? Continuing Minecraft or pursuing some other career? The future, I don't know. Similar to like the question from earlier, I think getting a wife would be cool. And keep doing what I'm doing. I think I have pretty good relationships in my family with friends. But I don't know. The future's so weird. So I'm just gonna like focus on the present right now, which is pretty good. What was your college experience like? It was pretty good, but for the first time in my life, I really didn't have a desire to do school, and I kind of like fell off. Not like crazy hard, but I definitely fell off in terms of school because I was starting to do YouTube. It was also during COVID, like my first 2 semesters, I didn't have a single in-person class, but there were a lot of awesome classes and people that I met. Like my honors courses, still remember those. Those were awesome. I almost went on a study abroad in Europe, and then COVID didn't let that happen. But it was like chill. I think I liked high school better, but college wasn't like bad. Oh, and then bonus, probably the mace. That just feels the most logical. Maybe like a good sweeping edge sword, or like firebow plus TNT if that's considered a tool. What software do you use? I edit on Premiere Pro, I record on OBS, and I play Minecraft with a couple of mods through Fabric, mostly like increased brightness stuff and performance enhancing mods. When did you have the awakening that, yes, this my thing now? I don't think I ever really had an awakening, because even like my big blow-ups, like for the first time, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many people watching my channel now. That wasn't like even an awakening that was my thing now, because it was so new. It just sort of like gradually became my thing, where now like I'm a YouTuber. That feels like kind of weird to say. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. Tips on how to edit. Yes, I do have a lot of tips. Learn hotkeys and do stuff fast, and like learn how to edit and tell stories concisely. And yeah. What type of guy were you in school, and did your parents support your content creation journey in the beginning? I mean, obviously I changed a lot in school. School was like 12, 13, 14, 15 years, like however long I was in college. But like a long time. I started out very quiet, rule follow-y, and I became less so, especially like in high school. I wasn't the most outgoing, but I was definitely outgoing, built up a lot of confidence, pretty active, but also very rule follow-y. I didn't do anything like rebellious, and my parents were always very supportive. There was never like a reason to not be, because I was always like going to school and doing well, and never like impaired my future. And then at the point where like it was doing well, I was like, oh yeah, that like makes sense. And they're also very like, yeah, they're like very supportive with it, and they were not strict parents. Can you teach me how to PvP? No, sorry. Do you think you'll ever get #1 in ranked speedrunning? Ever is an interesting word, isn't it? I mean, like, ever is a long time, so like sure, maybe, but like realistically, like no question. I just want to say that the commentary videos on this channel are just really down to earth and enjoyable. Minecraft related or not, definitely one of my favorite YouTubers, and I imagine a lot of other people agree, hence a second channel like this getting so many subscribers. Dang, that's so nice. Thank you, Techno Dog. I really appreciate that. What would be your dream way to end YouTube in Minecraft? Okay, this is going to be a little bit morbid, but it is just what I think. I think it would be really cool if, like, when I die, because I don't know if I'd ever stop YouTube unless, like, I died. I think it'd be really cool as if when I died, all of my unreleased stuff, commentaries maybe about personal subjects, because I have a lot of videos that I've made and not posted. Journals about things in life from across the years, thoughts on like milestones in life. I feel like like when I died, if all that stuff was like released, maybe not all in one place, but several mini releases over the years to like keep the thing kind of going, I think that would be like really cool to like leave a legacy where like even if like I die and I'm gone, there's still like occasionally something that comes out from like who I was. And like, yeah, I just think that idea is really cool. Are you planning on making some advanced speedrunning guides? I kind of was for a second. Don't have any plans at the minute. Could definitely do that though. Running other categories? Not really. Love how chill you are. Additionally, as a non-native, my English are much improved by just listening to you yapping. What? Dude, that's so cool. Wait. Oh wait, it's not even like there. Oh man, I just remember trying to learn Japanese. That's like a huge compliment. I'm glad. I think English is cool. Definitely not like the best language of all time or anything, but it's a pretty big part of the world. And I'm glad that like, learning English, what? That's so cool, bro. That's freaking awesome. What was your favorite Lifesteal season? Just recency bias. I'm just gonna say this recent one. Do you have any pets? No. If not, would you ever want any? And what would they be? If I was ever living by myself, I would 100% get a pet. Probably a dog. Maybe like a golden retriever. I think they just have like cool energy. I also don't like know a ton about dogs. Yeah, in general, I could see myself getting a dog, but I'd have to think about it for a while, because it would be like a big commitment and a different life change, but I'm not like opposed to it. And then also I could see myself getting a cat too. Like if there's a spectrum of like effort you want to put in, cat is like lower than dog. And if I don't want to put a ton of effort in, I would get a cat. And if I do, I would get a dog. What do you think makes you so wholesome? Speak slowly so I can write it down, lol. I think it comes down to two things, assuming that I am wholesome. One, be honest. Two, be nice. And that's really it. And just the more that you do that, the more wholesome that you are. Like I don't even edge towards jokes that make fun of people. Like even in a slight way where it's like people will be like, oh yeah, you're joking. Like I don't even touch that stuff because I don't even want the chance of a joke being taken wrong because I just want to be nice. And I think for a lot of people, I'm definitely like too far on that spectrum. But yeah, two things. Be kind and be honest. Like you guys know what wholesome means. Congrats. Thank you. That's awesome. Oh, look at that little Google Translate. Bonus question, did you give up on learning Japanese, be honest? Yeah, I did. I just like fully did. If I have another trip to Japan, I'll probably like jumpstart this little engine and try to learn a little bit more. But like, I'm never gonna actually fully learn Japanese unless I have a great reason to. Like, I have a family member there or like I'm living in Japan. Like you need such a good reason to actually become fluent in a language that I just don't have that. Like going on a trip for 2 weeks is just not a good enough reason. But the other part of the question, favorite part of the whole process that entails to be a content creator? Probably this right now. Talking, making these commentary videos. Like editing can be really fun sometimes and recording can be really fun. It's more rare for title and thumbnailing to be fun, but it can be fun. And overall like content strategy, even more rarely. But at the end of the day, like I guess I just like speaking, which is probably good for being a YouTuber, but it does make me self-conscious of I don't always want to be the one speaking, and whenever I'm talking to another person, I'm aware of that, and I don't want to be the only one talking. But with these commentary stuff, I am the only one talking, so it's a really weird dynamic. How do you change your render distance so smoothly? It's F3, like holding down the F3 key, then pressing F, and then holding F3 and shift and pressing F will lower it, and the other one like increases it. But they took this out in like newer versions, so like it's only on older versions. It's like really annoying, but that's probably why you like can't do it if you tried to do it on the newest stuff. How was your day? My day's going pretty well. A lot of like deep questions and like thinking about like I'm starting to like question like what life is and like if life is good. But like yeah, life is good. But like a lot of deep questions and conversations today. Oh my gosh. A lot of scariness and confusion and newness today too. So yeah. Favorite music artists while working out? I don't know if I really have any. If I'm working, I usually don't listen to music when I'm working out. But if I do, like I'll just search like working out playlists and it's just like very basic stuff. But most of the time I don't listen to music when I work out. That includes like cardio, like biking, running, lifting weights, like all of it. Best ice cream flavor? My favorite probably at the minute is pistachio is probably how I'd answer. Dang. First of all, this is like really nice. Thank you. Second, what do I do in my off time? It just like depends how you define off time, honestly. I don't have a traditional 9 to 5 job. So I think there's a lot of questions that are framed in this way where it assumes that I have off time and on time. And like I sit down and I work and then I stop and I don't work because I don't like it. But I do like work, and so I don't know if I have off time. Do you think NBCSR has peaked already? I don't think so. It's definitely getting to a peak, but I think it's definitely still up on the rise. What does the hypothetical peak look like to me? I don't really know. Just the runs getting faster, I guess, and at some point people won't be able to get much faster. I don't really know, like for the longevity of ranked. What is the #1 fictional character who's inspired you the most? There really aren't pretty much any that have inspired me, and the ones that have really haven't done it to that crazy amount. But there's like a couple, like Percy Jackson. I really like that series, reading up. I guess that's inspirational. I don't know, it's like a hero. It's like, oh dang, that's like cool. Will from the Ranger's Apprentice series, also that's really cool. Yeah, I think growing up as a kid, that's a big reason I like those books, is because it was these young boys, these kids that I could relate to doing really heroic things, but I could relate to it because I could like embody them, and they did it in a very respectful and kind way that was like made it worth something striving for. And I really like those two series and those two characters, Percy Jackson and Will from The Ranger's Apprentice. I need to read those books. It's been a while. I guess Aragon kind of fits in that book series or thing. Do you make videos for enjoyment or success? The way this question is phrased, it's like it has to be one or the other. Like, as much as people can say like, yeah, I don't like do it for the money or the fame or success, like I would be lying if I said like it wasn't part of it. You know what I mean? Like, obviously there's a lot of people that watch these videos. There's been a lot of views on my channel, so like it's like lying if I'm saying like success isn't part of it, that's like totally fine. I know. I like the idea. I mean, this is like kind of different, but like the point sort of gets across where I was like listening to some people talk about being selfish, and somebody phrased the question, is being selfish bad? And your gut reaction is like, well, yeah, obviously. And they said, yeah, selfishness is bad if it's at the expense of others. And the person paused them right there and said, but what if it's not at the expense of other people and there's no negative downsides? Is being selfish a bad thing? And like, no, it's different from a bad emotion. It's just like, so I think that idea can sort of tie to like doing YouTube for success, because like, yeah, part of it, I do success, like I have a house because of doing YouTube, and like that's awesome, and that's like success, and I think this gives me a lot of confidence in life to do things. How's the running going? Pretty good today. I think I had some really good runs. I'm gonna like be locking in for this next like week or two. Go to road trip snacks, probably a banana. Do you have a Discord server with fans? I do not. Favorite Minecraft YouTuber? Ethos Lab and Technoblade are probably my top 2 picks. There's also some really niche cool stuff out there. If I wasn't doing content creation right now, I'd probably be finishing up school in like a medical degree, going like a very basic path, gonna get a job. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Would I have started? I don't know. Yeah. Minecraft is a super diverse game, from speedrunning to building to PvP. What's one new area you'd love to get good at? I don't really think there is one. Like, I like the idea of becoming a better builder and like having like a really cool building arsenal under my belt where I can just like build something really cool, or being like really good at PvP, like the mace PvP stuff. And so I could say I'd love to get good at that, but I actually don't like want to put in the work to do that. Like, I'm just gonna keep speedrunning, so like I'm not going to, or at least at the minute. But that stuff is cool. If you had to pick your top 5 music artists that you listen to, who would they be? All right, I'm gonna go back to my Spotify Wrapped. My top 5 songs from 2024 last year were Hey Soul Sister by Train, Don't Stop Me Now, remastered 2011 by Queen, Yoasobi, a Japanese song, Everybody Talks by Neon Trees, and Feels So Close by Calvin Harris. How does it feel that you have such a large amount of people that love your content? Bro, it feels weird. I don't think about it that much, and I've thought about it so much while making this video. I don't want to think about it. It's cool, I guess, but like, dude, human brains were not meant to deal with this, okay? Evolution has not designed me to be capable of handling the fact that I have 500,000 people who've clicked subscribe on my YouTube channel. That's like weird, okay? So I'm just gonna like
probably try to like stop thinking about it, because if I keep thinking about it, I like can't keep making this commentary video. Fellow runner, what run are you the most proud of and why? Probably just like the one that I put the most effort in, the one that I suffered the most. So probably like one of the 10-mile runs where I wasn't prepared and like didn't eat enough food and just like absolutely died, but I did it, and like it like sucked a lot. That's probably like the one that I'm most proud of. And there's like a couple like that. I don't know which of the ones are. Rec, how have you not taken any significant breaks from YouTube? I've been a huge fan for a fair while now. You post pretty consistently. It's amazing. Thank you so much for the constant stream of videos, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Rec Rap 2, right now is like one of the longest that I guess I just recently posted. But I had a long break of almost like 2 months where I hadn't posted, and that was like kind of long. But I do kind of always post these commentary videos, and I really like that. Yeah, I guess I haven't really ever had the big break. I've never like really run into burnout. I've had moments like where it's been burnout-esque and very midlife crisis-esque, but I've never had like a true full burnout, full stop moment. I've never timed myself swimming. Maybe I should. Okay, fastest is probably like front crawl, but I'm not like a crazy swimmer. I also haven't like swam in like a week and a half because I was like on vacation and then I was sick. But I'm gonna swim tomorrow, so that'll be pretty cool. Do you read all or majority of your comments? If in a time frame, what is it? Yes and no. Like, it depends on the video. Like, some videos I read all the comments, some videos I read none of the comments. How do you approach people that don't understand the YouTuber job asking what you do? First of all, good question. I love these like creative questions that I don't hear very often. I try to speak very simply and relate it to something that they understand or maybe bring up. Usually that's like when I'm talking to an older person, you can relate it to like radio or television or a TV series and tweak the wording to more closely match YouTube. If for some reason Minecraft fell off as something people watch on YouTube, what niche would you change it into and why? In the past, I would have said, I don't really know. But now I think like, oh my gosh, I could be like a storytelling animated YouTube channel. I don't know how to animate, so maybe not that one, but like a storytelling YouTube channel, that's like kind of similar to what I'm doing right now. And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought about today. How do you stay so positive? I just can't find the happiness like you do, and I'm not depressed, just always negative. That's like a hard thing, because like first, like we are just like two totally different people. And by nature of me being like a YouTuber, I'm probably gonna be like different than most people. But in a general sense, I like to look at my hand and I look at my 5 fingers. I've been thinking about this recently. I think one of the easiest ways to just like be more happy and positive is to like get the basics down, which in my head are like your thumb, sleep, pointer finger, diet, middle finger, exercise, ring finger, relationships with other people, pinky finger, like all the rest of like the mental health jazz. So it's like if you can get like the basics down, and I don't know, man, that's like how do you be happier? That's like the question of life, isn't it? So I don't know if I could answer it just like this. But if you're finding yourself always negative, I mean, there's definitely things you can change. Life isn't you get happy and stay that way forever. It's always constantly changing. Meditating is like really good. Would highly recommend meditating. I think that's been one of the things that's made me just more happy in general, like meditating, specifically mindfulness meditation. Really like the Waking Up app by Sam Harris. I get a ton of value from that. How do you keep having the energy to make these videos? I don't know, like everything, I guess. Like I don't always have the energy, and I only record these like when I'm in the mood to record them, because I think that makes them better. I don't really ever force myself to make these commentary videos. Do you feel pigeonholed into certain kinds of content? Not really. I do need to make another like April Fool's craft mine video. I'm just like not passionate about that right now, so I've kind of pigeoned my whole into doing that because I said I would. But other than situations like that, no, I don't feel pigeonholed. Biggest interest besides Minecraft, probably just like how to live a healthier life, honestly. Like sleep, diet, exercise, relationships with other people. That's probably like my biggest passion. Yeah, and I guess I'm kind of lucky in the sense that that can be my passion because Minecraft is my job, and I don't have a typical 9 to 5 where I'm like scrambling for time always. I'm in a very different life position than most people. Every time you post on the channel, I get great joy. I've been trying to get more active, but I'm a master at procrastinating. Any suggestions to help me gain motivation? Also, how do I get good at speedrunning? With motivation, start small. I think one thing that I found a lot of value in is like the change you're trying to make. Like for me, one of them was like just be more active. I found myself inside all the time and I wanted to be outside more and moving my body more. And so I said to myself, I have to go I have to walk around my housing complex once every single day. And it just took such little time and was such a low barrier to entry that I never had an excuse to not do it. I just had to do it. And doing it every single day was more important than actually doing it, especially in the beginning. And then it just slowly built from there. How do I get good at speedrunning? Talk to a lot of people, do it a lot, learn from it. Best drive-through soda or personal favorite, or you just drink water, lol. Yeah, I just drink water. Will you be commentating more ranked tourneys? Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm like planned to do that. Do you think Dugile is still the top MCSR player? Has your opinion changed? I don't think he's the top MCSR player anymore. I think he's up there. I don't know who the best one is at the moment. If you would have asked me a week ago, I would have said Infume just because he was so dominant on the leaderboard. But like Infume, Dugile, Low-Key, Hacks, Feinberg, and Beef Salad are maybe a little tier below that. I don't know. Feinberg was also like #1 recently, so maybe I should put him up there. They're all like in that mix, and I honestly don't know who the best is at the minute. For a while, it was definitely Dugile, though, in my opinion, for like a good while. And then Low-Key, and then Infume, and now it's like up in the air. I don't know. Are you still comfortable creating YouTube videos now that your following is increasing? I know people have said that they get nervous when there's large spikes in following. Me thinks your personality is very fitting for a YouTuber. Why, thank you. Dang, that's like a really good compliment. I don't really have like a large spike in following, or I haven't for a while, so that probably helps. It's been pretty slow and steady. Do you have any religious beliefs? By the way, huge fan since EchoCraft. I do have opinions on religion. Honestly, I'll probably make a video about religion in general because religion has had a big impact on my life, and I think there's a good story to tell there and good lessons to learn, but I'm very hesitant because just talking about religion in general, but I think I probably will because the benefits outweigh the cons. And I think I can do it in a good way. And if I want, I can just like disable comments and not think about it. You seem very well aware of your health, especially in a healthy mindset. What made you be this way? Growing up like lucky in a good background with a good family, good friends, good brothers, good parents, that definitely helped. A desire to like learn and improve definitely helped, and I was always like a very rule following student who followed like basic life advice of like do well in school, be nice to people, and I really embody that. Then like in the last couple of years, like I became a YouTuber and became financially free, and it gave me a lot of time to think about these things and really think about how to live a good life, and I really enjoy all thoughts on that matter. So I guess it's just like a passion of mine, and I don't really know where that came from, but just sort of like developed. I mean, like I feel like everybody just like should, you know, like try to have healthy and be healthy and happy, you know, right? That's like kind of the point of life in my head. Like might as well be healthy and happy. So the question: favorite rock, mineral, gemstone, sediment, size, anything geology related. I think sedimentary rock is like my favorite because that's just like big in anthropology for like figuring out how old stuff is. And I don't know, yeah. What's your morning routine? I don't really have a morning routine. I wake up, most of the time I'll check my phone. Been reading a book first thing in the morning. In the sun, I open my windows. That's always a big part. Like getting in water, usually doing some sort of exercise in the morning, and then usually like showering and brushing my teeth. Hey Rat, congrats on 500K, bro. You're an inspiration. How do you stay motivated to exercising and stuff without getting distracted? I keep saying I'll work out and exercise, but I keep getting lazy and distracted by my computer and playing on it for hours. First of all, I mean, it like makes sense. Second of all, like I've been there. Lots of people have been there. Like that's like I was saying earlier, like that's the hardest thing in life is to like break through these habits and like this life built up around technology and social media and games. Like it's like cool and fun to like have like in life. But like when it becomes like your only thing and you feel like you're getting lazy and distracted, like it's hard. Actionable advice though, like it's hard to know without knowing like your exact situation, but like telling other people about your goals and like setting a goal and like having other people to keep you accountable, that definitely helps. So, like telling a friend or a parent that like, hey, I'm like trying not to be on my computer during this time, or I'm trying to go on a walk every single day. And then secondly, like start off small. Like start off smaller than you think you should. Start off so small that it's not gonna change anything,
But the main goal of starting off small is to do it over and over and to build a consistency. Like, make your goals so small that you have to do it every day. There's no option. Like, you just have to because it's so easy. And don't even think about making it bigger in the future. Like, obviously, like, making it bigger in the future and, like, more aggressive is, like, good and, like, towards goals. But, like, in the beginning, like, just do it every day and, like, build that habit because that's the most important part. Don't get burnt out, like, trying to do everything crazy and then you give up a weekend and then don't do it. Like, if you have a bad day, like, that's cool. Just, like, okay, be kind to yourself and be like, yeah, I had a bad day. I didn't exercise today. That's okay. Do it the next day. Just do it the next day. Just begin again. Oh, man. That's, like, the end of my commentary video. My go to bed alarm went off and I'm kind of tired. I think I got through a lot of questions though. These were like really cool and I like doing these. So yeah. Okay. Thanks guys. Anyways, bye. I'm going to bed.